Imagine, everything you know about love might not be entirely true. Why do we so often confuse passion with genuine feelings? Why do some seemingly perfect relationships fall apart, while other couples stay happy for years despite all the challenges? Today, I will reveal a shocking truth. Most of us live in a world of illusions created by myths about love. These myths lead us to mistakes, suffering, and sometimes even losing what truly matters. If you want to learn how to debunk these false beliefs and use this knowledge to build real love, stay with us until the end. This video could change your understanding of relationships forever. Let's start with one of the most romantic yet destructive myths. Love at first sight is true love. Meet Jess and Mike. They met at a party where the music, lights, and atmosphere made their meeting unforgettable. Their eyes met, and they immediately felt the chemistry. But after 3 months, the passion faded, and their relationship started to crack. Why? Because during that time, they never really got to know each other. Love is a process, not an instant feeling. It is born from shared experiences, understanding, and respect. The second myth goes like this. There should be no fights in a relationship. Arguments are scary, right? We fear them, thinking conflict is a sign of weak relationships. But let's look at Sarah and James. They often argued about movie choices, weekend plans, and who ate the last cookie. At some point, they realized that the cause of their conflicts was a lack of understanding each other's needs. They decided to talk, openly, honestly, without accusations. As a result, their arguments turned into dialogues, and their relationship grew deeper and stronger. Now imagine a myth that sounds even more deceiving. Love should be easy. This myth is dangerous because it makes us give up when difficulties arise in a relationship. Take Stephen and Emily, for example. They faced financial problems that could have destroyed their union. Instead of blaming each other, they joined forces to overcome the challenges. This strengthened their trust in each other. Love is not always a fairy tale. It's work, but it's worth it. One of the most common myths is, my partner should make me happy. This misconception shifts the responsibility for our happiness onto another person. Emma, for example, expected her boyfriend Tom to guess her desires and do everything to make her happy. But soon she realized that it was unfair. Only she could determine what makes her happy and learn to communicate it. Now let's talk about another myth. True love never ends. This belief often makes us hold on to something that no longer brings joy. But true love requires work, effort, and awareness. Take Mark and Lily. They went through a crisis when their feelings began to fade. Instead of giving up, they started remembering why they chose each other. They brought joy back into their relationship by paying attention to small things, taking walks together, surprising each other, and expressing gratitude. At this point, I want to remind you, if you like what we're discussing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It will inspire us to make more videos that help you better understand yourself and your relationships. Moving on, jealousy is a sign of love. This myth often leads to the destruction of relationships. Thomas constantly felt jealous of his girlfriend Laura, suspecting her of cheating, even though there was no reason. When he started working with a psychologist, he realized that the root of his jealousy was the fear of losing someone close. Once he understood this, he was able to let go of his need for control and restore trust in his relationship. How about the myth, a happy couple does everything together? Nancy and Brian, for instance, tried to stick to this principle for a long time, but felt drained. It seemed like their relationship was becoming a duty. When they started dedicating time to their own hobbies, she took up yoga and he got into running, they suddenly felt more joy in spending time together. The myth love should be like in the movies also misleads us. We grow up watching films where relationships seem dramatic yet magical. But real love is something entirely different. It is built on honesty, patience, and support, not on grand gestures. Opposites attract. This myth might work in the initial stages of a relationship, but for long-term happiness, it's more important for partners to share similar values. Lucy and Jake are a great example. They were united by their love for travel and their drive for self-development. These shared interests made their bond stronger. Lastly, but no less importantly, the myth, everything can be fixed for love. There are times when relationships become toxic, and it's better to end them. Jane tried hard to maintain a relationship with a boyfriend who constantly belittled her. One day she realized she couldn't live like that anymore and left. This marked the beginning of her new happy life. Each of these myths shapes our perception of love, leading us to expect the impossible from it. But when we start understanding how relationships truly work, we can build them consciously and enjoy every moment. Friends, we have debunked popular myths about love, but there are many more topics ahead that will help you better understand yourself and your feelings. If this video was helpful, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. What myth do you think most often ruins relationships?